Alright, I'm back. So, we are being... Aha! Hello, Japanese Navy. Are we about to have a big showdown? I think we are. Yes, we are. No, we lost... No, we got them! Catch them! Yes. I think. Yes. Gotcha! 4 carriers against my 3. I have a lot of planes on board though, crikey. But this is the rather excellent Somerville with his ridiculous number of skills against Ozawa. Both of our Pride of the Fleets are present. And we have full organisation. They have a terrible screen. And this is where my destroyers having torpedoes is going to count, because they now have no protection against the torpedo strikes. This is going to get ugly, and it's going to get ugly fast. And look at the damage they're taking. Wait, I lost 2 carriers? They lost 2 battleships. That's their air force. Well, so much for Somerville being the carrier commander. Blimey. And also so much for bloody carriers. Okay, so they lost 2 battleships, I lost 2 carriers, I lost a destroyer, they lost 10. Whose victory would you call this? I would say that's pretty much a draw. Occupation of Tangier. In a flagrant disregard of the 1924 Tangier Protocol, Spanish troops have entered the Tangier International Zone in what can only be described as an occupation force. Despite calls by Spanish nationalists for the outright annexation of the territory, the Spanish assures us that this is simply a temporary wartime measure and that the city will return to its pre-war status afterwards. If we do not stand up for the rights of the Tangerians, then who will? Oh, we got them again. But look how badly damaged their ships are. And once we're through those capital ships, it's over. We also completely wiped their screen last time. There goes one battleship. There goes my 3rd carrier. There goes their 3 battleships. There goes 2 battle cruisers. There goes a carrier. Oh, jeez. So I lost a carrier, they lost a carrier, I lost 2 battle cruisers, they lost 3 battleships, I lost 1 heavy cruiser. But Somerville ain't done yet. And I got their Pride of the Fleet. Their 3 remaining carriers limp away. Well, this is a bit of a problem for Somerville, because he's actually a carrier commander, he's not a battleship commander. Well, I have a new research slot, I think I know what I'm going to have to get. Oh jeez, I'm so far behind it. Actually, am I? Yes, I am. I am very far behind in carrier research. Thankfully, they do not take too long. Dispatched. It was only actually the Hood that survived of the battle cruisers. They sank the other 2. this fleet needs battleships now. Alright, so question. I have 68 screens in this fleet. So I can maintain up to 17 capital ships. I currently have 6. And the newest battleships I've got are the... not Nelsons. King Georges. 1, 2, 3 King Georges. We know that the King Georges are fast too. That's now 11. That's a better size fleet for this. So out of interest, you now have 11. So you need 44 screens. You currently have 42. I'm going to need to stop building destroyers again, I think. You currently have 7, 8, 14 heavy ships. So you need 56. I'm basically treating the light cruisers as spares, extras. So yeah, we do need a couple of destroyers. Do you find it tedious to play as the UK? Myself, never finished a UK game. Too many theatres to manage. UK is my favourite. I really like the UK. UK or Netherlands. The thing about the UK is don't try to do everything yourself. Play with vassals. Like, let India do India's thing. Let Indonesia do Indonesia's thing. Let Australia do Australia's thing. And just focus on the UK and maybe Africa. Although now that I've won North Africa, I can focus on the Pacific. But yeah, UK games tend to be long because they're a late game faction. What's everyone's favourite mod? Mine has to be Kaiserreich. I'd say probably Kaiserreich. No, I reckon what happened with the carriers is I didn't have enough carrier planes. Yeah, see, we're super short on these. Which rather suggests I'm not building enough of them. Let's get something of a surplus going. Right, and then the other thing I was going to start doing was building more mosquitoes. So I need 6 more. Six. And then after this, we start switching to destroyer production. Let's take a look at our destroyers and choose which is the best. We may want to wait until the ST class. So these are the next 3 destroyer classes. So the thing that we want for this is speed and torpedoes and AA. So the battle class is by far and away the best AA. The ST is faster. They all have the same torpedo. Well, the battle has more torpedo. The battle also has a range of 7,000 kilometers. How expensive are you? Okay, you're quite significantly more expensive. I think the STs are going to be fine. 87 light pierce to 112. STs have basically foregone anti-submarine warfare though. 4 depth charges. Nope, I like the ST class. We're going to go for them. Good balance. So in 28 days we'll get some STs going. What's the desired fleet composition in this game really? 4 destroyers to every capital ship, 1 capital ship to every carrier. I feel like we're also going to need to build some submarines to replace our losses here. How is Japan doing in terms of ship stuff? I still have 0 intel on you. How? I have 3 spies present. And we just fought some really significant naval battles. Yeah, they wiped out one of my recon fleets. It's annoying. Here comes the Ark Royal, which is actually relatively well equipped. I wonder, are there any carrier planes not currently assigned to a carrier? Yes, there are. So let's just remove them, let them filter back into this, and then they should go out to the carriers. And then I can pretty much definitively say I don't need this many. We definitely need more than we had though. Let's do that. Okay, repair yards have been expanded. Allied Joint Intelligence. Cost reduction for all of my minions. Do it. Is there a description of that? Nope. Let's do this manually. This is a very experienced fleet. Having gone from the Mediterranean in the war against the Italians to the Pacific for the war against the Japanese. They've seen some stuff. What's the drawback of one large Deathball fleet? You suffer massive positioning penalties, which means that your fleet fights less effectively. In which case, if you death stack too much, then smaller fleets will just take you apart, especially with carriers and battleships. Like, you don't want to make them too small. Like, as the UK, I've currently got 3 major fleets. I've got my home fleet, which used to be 2 home fleets, just so that I could have double reaction to anything, and they can always combine together if they need to. And then a Mediterranean fleet. And now I have a home fleet, a Mediterranean fleet, and a Pacific fleet. I think the Pacific fleet has just come back together again. Yeah, you're just hunting down submarines and things like that, that's fine. Ten subs, and I can see them all. And they escaped. Only got one. Still shocked I'm getting absolutely no information about the Japanese. Nothing. Imperial Rule Assistance Association, minus 50 intel. Good grief. Was Japan really that hard to infiltrate? There we go. Now we caught some. Oh, that's a surround. Finish him! Next question. What kind of submarine do I want? Almost certainly U-class, but let's take a look. S-class versus U-class. U-class is worse in absolutely every single metric except cost. They're very similar torpedo attack, only 12 nautical mile movement, but that doesn't matter so much. In the Pacific, you're going to be hard to spot anyway. I wonder how fast a convoy is. Or compare that to the T-class, which has 2,000 range more, which in the Pacific is going to be quite useful. And also quite a lot faster, quite a lot tougher. I think we basically wait the 47 days until we get the T-class and we build some of those. That's why I'm researching them after all. In the meantime, just make me some convoys, that'll do. U-class seems like a downgrade. It's cheaper, it's like 250 production cheaper, so you can get a lot more of them. Hega! Thank you very much for the 6-month resubscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enemy superiority, it's pretty high. This battle for the Pacific's going to be very interesting. Meanwhile, we're about to retake the last province of Malaya that we'd lost. And we're even pushing them back again. Nice. Can I improve... Aha, infiltrate. Looks like we're starting to get some intel on the Japanese. Let's send in the best. Infiltrate Navy. In fact, you know what? If we have the people, just infiltrate everything. We found an opening, let us exploit that opening. Ooh, I could strengthen resistance some more. No, I want the infiltrations. That's all I can afford to do for now. So be it. Oh, that cost me a lot of political power. Alright. Hit points on submarines are irrelevant. If a submarine gets hit, it's dead. Doesn't really matter how many hit points it has. I don't think I've ever seen a submarine escape to repair. The stats that matter for subs are surface visibility, torpedo attack, speed, range. The four things that matter for submarines are torpedo attack, surface visibility, range, speed, and manpower requirement. There are 5 things that you need to bear in mind for submarines. Manpower's irrelevant too. Lost another damn light cruiser! Stop it! Why were you out here? Don't do that. No, because I had you set for... No, I don't. Why were you out there? Bah. Looks like the push-up's going to go well. Good. Where's that submarine? 37 days. 31 days on the Illustrious. Oh, in fact, then I can just start building carriers. I need, like, 6 to replace what I've lost. You sink 3 carriers, I build 6. How American of me. Hey, more Marines. I wonder if that means that the other guys are trained. Alright, you can join the training group.
Ready, sir.
You are still training. Anyway, I think that is where I'm going to have to call this one here. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this and you would like to support the channel, then please do consider subscribing. Helps channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. We are going to go and raid Component Cast. This is the D&D crew that I am usually playing with. Unfortunately, Midge is not able to make it for this week and next week, so they've decided to do a home brew game. And I decided I kind of fancied streaming for myself for a bit, so that is what I did. Let me just make sure I actually spell Component Cast right. There we go, this is the right one. So head on over to the component cast, say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see the chat lit up by the Viking raid. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, then you should definitely follow the channel over there as well. Because like I said, that is where I usually play on Mondays. So if you'd like to see me play D&D with a bunch of cool people, then that is the place to do it. You can, of course, hit that follow. You can, of course, do the Viking raid, make our presence known. They are, unfortunately, on follower only, so you will need to make sure you are following to do the Viking raid. Or if you're a subscriber, you can bring in the longships by copying and pasting that. But bear in mind, that will only work if you are a subscriber. That's me done now for this week. I'll be back again on Saturday for sure. Maybe Friday, because Friday is technically a day off. We shall see if I'm in the mood to stream on Friday. But otherwise, definitely Saturday. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you all later. Enjoy Component Cost.